So today we're going to talk about how to build a sales plan through reverse engineering. And we came up with a method that Fernando and we used already a lot of times in the past when we wanted to sell. Oh, hey, Xaver, good morning.
Hi, Xaver.
Good morning.
Okay, I just started with the intro to the topic. So we talk about how to build a sales plan through reverse engineering today. And Fernando and we came up with a method that we used in the past when we wanted to sell different offers or services. And what we found out for us that is like very, very helpful is when we the first thing we do is to define our target or goal for this sales process, and then kind of like go backwards step by step. What action steps are needed to put in place? What do we have to do to reach this goal? And we came up with a model for that. Fernando will also do a short screen share in a moment to share it with you. So what exactly is needed to do that?
Exactly. So, well, the reason why this is so important because because of the nature of our business, we have the opportunity to talk with a lot of people, and that's awesome because we can see what people around the world or around Europe it's doing in different industries with different backgrounds, with different mindsets, with different culture, in different businesses. So we can see so many things, and after going out, and seeing so many things, we start seeing some patterns, things that you can see and repeat again and again and again. So for example, today we have Christine, she's in Latvia, Xaver is here in Germany, so normally we're talking, with people from different parts. And one of the things that catch our attention with Sina is that, okay, what are your goals for the next 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months? And normally that goal, it's not crystal clear, that's normally. Now, for the minority or few people who really, they have a very clear goal, I want to get there, then the next question is, okay, have you break down that goal, how you will get there? And normally they come up with some sort of answer, but mumbling around, they're not also like crystal clear, okay, this month we're achieving this, and next month this, and next month this. And if then you ask them, okay, what's the effort that you need to do by the week? What's the effort that you need to do by the day? That's something, that I never found out before, So for us, and as I was saying before, I'm weirdly in love with this topic. It's kind of like my weird things. I just, really love to understand how to get from A to B. So if I want to get to B and I want to, let's say, achieve or attract 10 new clients, well, how I will get there? What's the effort that I need to get there? With how many people should I be talking to? And really reverse engineer. So when I wake up in the morning, I know exactly what to do. That feeling of waking up in the morning and like looking around and say, okay, what I'm doing today, I don't like that. I like to wake up in the morning, I know exactly what to do and go and focus on that. So I can eliminate distractions. So what I'm going to do right now, I will share with you the screen, and this is something that we use for ourselves. This is something as well that we use for our clients when we go through this process. So it's very intimate information. And well, for you guys, because you are very, very, very special, we will be sharing this with you today. So you can have a better idea of what I'm talking about. So how can I put this thing away? Okay, there you go. So here you go. So for example, this is a sales plan that we build up in order to have a 30-day, like a sprint, and normally here you have the different steps of a sales process. So on one side, you're generating leads. Once you generate a lead, you need to make the first contact. After you make the first contact, you figure out if they might be interested in your products and services. You have a meaningful conversation where you explore their desires, their needs. From there, normally you schedule an appointment, you further the conversation more deep, and at the end, here's step 4, you end up, presenting an offer and trying to close that cycle, getting a yes or a no. So the first thing that at least for us, it's very important to understand is, okay, what's from the leads or from the people that I want to contact, how many of them actually I get to contact, like, raise your hand, like if you 100% of the people that you call, they answer the phone, that doesn't happen. 100% of the people you send an email, they answer. That doesn't happen, So you need to understand more or less what's your rate. So once you get more or less these numbers, and which, by the way, at the beginning, of course, you will not have them, but you can start some sort of guessing about these, and you can have, you know, more or less an idea. So let's say here, for example, that the target for the next 30 days is going to be 3 new clients or 3 new partnerships. For example, for the Lunch Club, we use these in order to know what's the effort that we need to do in order to get people to say yes to be a guest in our Lunch Club. So, for example, if we want to get, you know, let's say 4 people for being guests in our Lunch Club, and I am the only one reaching out and looking for guests. And well, the date doesn't matter. It could be, you know, let's say just today. I'm going to start with these. Then 30 days from now is 26th of March. So in these 30 days, I want to get 4 people or 4 guests to say yes for our Lunch Club. So here again, if I contact then 50 people, you know, and I know that the 80% of those people will answer my first email or my first phone call, then I need to send 50 emails in order to get 40 responses, you know? Now, from those 40 responses, not everyone will be interested. So if I know that more or less from those 40 people who answered that first email, more or less the 50%, they might be interested in coming to the Lunch Club, then I know that from those 40, I will be having 20 meaningful conversations, you know, like in the phone, explaining what the Lunch Club is and all the stuff. And from there, you know, like coming into a schedule a meeting and really, you know, showing how the process works, what it is, what can we talk, stuff like that. Well, not everyone will be interested in that. And if more or less the 70% of these people say yes, then I know that we'll be having, you know, 14 conversations. Now, specifically with the Lunch Club, at this stage, normally 100% of the people, you know, that that come here, they will say, you know, yes. So if this is 100%, then this is the effort, you know, that it takes in order to get 4 people to a Lunch Club. So if you change here these numbers, again, for example, if I know that 50% will say yes, then I need to contact more people. So once you know the exact effort that you need to do by the month, now you have the breakdown by week, and then you have the breakdown by day of how many leads you have to be generated by the day, how many first contacts you have to be generated by the day, and so on and so forth. And here you have this tracking, you know, so day 1, did I generate those leads? Well, how many leads did I generate in day 1, day 2, day 3, so on and so forth, until, you know, the day number 30. And well, here you have like a build chart. So along the month, this will be, you know, be showing you your progress bar, and you can have like a very clear and visual understanding about how are you doing towards your goal. So the example that I just did, you know, was for the Lunch Club, and I said the Lunch Club because I know that you guys know what it is, you know, and you're part of our community, and you know that we're doing this. But this is something that we do when we're pursuing, for example, joint ventures. This is something that we do when we're pursuing some sort, you know, clients. This is something that we do for our clients, so they are crystal clear about what's the effort that it takes in order to go and achieve the desired goal. So this is super, super, super powerful, because as well, when you know what's the effort that you need, then you can also go and block that time in your calendar. So this is something that we do. So for example, if I know that I need to go and contact 10 people every day, I know that more or less will take me 5 to 10 minutes doing some research, finding the email, you know, and doing some small research so I can personalize, kind of like send a personal message. So let's say it will take me 10 minutes to send one good email to somebody. Well, if I need to send 10 emails a day, I know that I need then 1 hour and a half every single day just for doing that. So I go, and for the next 30 days, I block and I put like lead generation, you know, like for 1 hour and a half every single day, because otherwise just like the day will eat you up. So this is, you know, how you reverse engineer your success. This is how you reverse engineer your process. You get a very crystal clear target, and then from there you walk backwards until you get what I have to be doing in a daily basis. So that's it.
Are there any questions from your side? We have a few minutes left, so if you have questions.
Yeah, for you guys that you're live, you have the opportunity to comment or to ask any questions if you have it. So that's pretty cool as well.
If not, it's fine as well. So,
would you recommend like a retrospective after 30 days? What went good? Start, stop, continue, kind of.
100%.
Or do you have those methods?
Yeah, 100%. So what's good about this? So as I told before, when you just get started, you need to start guessing about these numbers. So normally, in my experience, you have a good guess because you know your numbers, you know your business. Normally that could be a good guess. However, there are always deviation when you really put it in real life. So the good thing about this is that you, first of all, you measure. So then or for example, my first contact, it's super good. A lot of people is answering me, but nobody wants to schedule a meeting. Okay, there is something off there. Maybe my offer to invite them to a meeting, maybe my first speech is not good. So then you can start tweaking your message, and then you can start also like seeing different results. So in our case, for example, we were last year we were doing a campaign. And we were doing some cold outreach on LinkedIn, for example. And we were sending, messages to just invite people to connect with us. And our connection rate, was horrible. Like we were sending like 10 invitations and like 5% of the people was really accepting our invitation, So it was like, that's horrible. So we changed the message, we took the message a little bit. And then from the 5%, we went to the 10%. Then that new message that we change, we tweak it a little bit, well, so on and so forth in matters of like weeks, because this is something that you can start tracking by week, but in matter by weeks, we were already like in 35% of cold contact that we were sending out. People were accepting our invitation and connecting with us, which is pretty much unheard of. Like cold contact, people that you just randomly don't know, 35% of them, they were connecting with us because we were on the way, and we get up to a specific message script where was just resonating with that. So that's why I'm saying that doing this could be extremely powerful to get better and improving these messages, improving these ratios.
Yeah, so in the beginning when we started this, we were like really like tracking every single person we reached out to. So we built like a little CRM where we always put the name of the people in there, and then we really like tracked, okay, so they accepted the invitation, they answered. So based on this, we were able then to define the conversion rates. And especially when you start a business and you don't really have experience with your target market that much yet, what you can also do is to either go out and research some like market relevant numbers. So sometimes you can find some numbers on the internet, like an average. I don't know, in this industry, if you do like cold outreaches, it will be, I don't know, 10% or 20%. So you can use those numbers to estimate your first or make estimations for your first sales plan. And what we also always recommend is to maybe have it like a bit lower than you would think the conversion rate might be. So because it's always better to over deliver in the end rather than to under deliver. And then you can make the adaptations afterwards.
Yeah. So for example, just continue with the example that Sina said, I tracked last year in a period of like 3 months, 1,000 different invitations with an iteration of different 30 messages. I tested, and I tracked that. So I have all that information at worksheet. It's insane, However, I came up, with some specific scripts that I know they work, So for example, right now we're working with a client. We have a training a couple of weeks ago, and they are starting their business. So they're looking for ways on how to outreach and how to get into the market. And, we gave them the scripts, and we were like, okay, these are the scripts that work with us, so use them, adapt them, of course, for your industry, for your personality, but this is, how it works. And they came out like a week ago, and they were like, oh my God, like this is amazing. Like people is connecting with me, they're answering me, they were like sending a screenshot. And I was like, I know, Genius, like I was like 3 months doing this fucking thing. Like I know it worked.
Yeah. It takes a lot of effort, and it's not necessarily the most enjoyable and fun thing to do, but it pays off at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's why I said it's my weird thing. I love that. So yeah, this process can give you, like amazing insights for your business, especially because you get better at communicating, and which is, by the way, it's key. So when you learn how to communicate, especially, well, yesterday we were talking about features and benefits. So Christine was with us yesterday, and we were talking about how to turn the features of your products and service into benefits and speak in their language, so when you reverse engineer this process and you get with a good message where you express the benefit of your offer, the magic start happening, because you're not talking about features and technical things that for you are important, that but people, in general, they don't give a shit about it. They just want to know what can you do for them? What's the benefit? Like on the other end, I am like, I don't give a shit if you're the president of Coca-Cola. What can you do for me, you fucker? That's like the internal conversation that everyone in the world have. So that's why it's so important to get good at communicating. And when you reverse engineer the process and you start testing out and you're working your numbers, then you can you have that thing, there. And which, by the way, it's building awesome foundation for your business, because at the beginning you have to do it. But once you know this, then it's super easy to delegate, hey dude, you are now in charge of this. These are my numbers, these are this, like you will know immediately if your team is doing a good work or not, because you know the numbers. You can track that. So it's really building good foundations as well. That's what we are at.
A lot of clarity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it for today. Hope that was super valuable. We are opening a little bit, the doors inside of what we do. So yeah, at the beginning it was a little bit scary for us. We were not sure if to do it or not to do it. We were like thinking with Sina, we were like, okay, what the hell? Let's make a group and let's go and share and have some fun. So
I think you have to be patient on those formats, and it will grow. And yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a idea.
Number of participants today. So yes,
great success. Let's have a party. Yeah,
exactly.
Great.
Exactly. Cool. So anyway, guys, so wish you both an awesome day ahead. Hope that this was super valuable. If you have any questions related with this, maybe along the day you're thinking about it or something like that, if you have any questions, you could just shoot us a message or post something in the group or something like that. We are here to serve and to help. We have today the Lunch Club, by the way. We have a super awesome guest, super successful business there based in Belgium, young company doing amazing things. So we will be talking about how to grow a business with them. They are Big Up certified as well. So really good business as well. Model. Yeah, they have an awesome business model. Really cool. So yeah, I think that would be also like super fun. And anyway, wish you an awesome day ahead, and hope that you find this valuable, and hope to see you tomorrow.
Very cool. I will be back on Friday.
Awesome. Good.
Thanks.
Okay, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.